The year 2016, or as my friends refer to it, 2016, what the heck, man? 2016 will loom large in American history as a singular and telling moment for women. We, here in the United States, hardly owned it at all as such. Indeed, where possible, we disowned it faster than we'd unhand a hot potato. 227 years of elections in the USA, 227 years of men at the helm. And then came April 12th, 2015, and Hillary Clinton made her official announcement, "I'm running for president." Everyday Americans need a champion, she said. I want to be that champion, and so it began. Not only was a woman running, she was, for better and worse, a woman with a household name, in serious contention. Such serious contention, in fact, that just about all hell broke loose. It truly was a very big deal, and totally taboo to say so. That alone is a big deal. In mid-December of 2016, more than a month after the election results were in, Froma Harrop penned these words: "Documentaries, plays, and grand operas will be written about what was done to Hillary Clinton in the election of 2016. In her words, there was nothing normal about her treatment. The gang up on Clinton amounted to political torture, the likes of which will be remembered for generations. Agree with her or not, what just happened here is a chapter of American history unfolding with promise to illumine past and future. It is also a mirror of us all, the strange demographic grid out of which votes and voices and faces arise. And it's a study. With its astonishing paper trail, its bulging archive of audio and video, it's an invitation almost begging us, before we go on with our lives, to look again, closer, to return, investigate, and learn. 2016 and the races run by Hillary Clinton against Sanders, against Trump, against time, took us to chaotic terrain, parts quite dark, even treacherous, parts so funny comedians had a heyday. Hillary's mere presence, front and center, a real woman down to the last detail and spun every which way, unnerved, unsettled, provoked, inspired, touched, bothered, bored. As a nation, as individuals, we've never been quite where we found ourselves. And realistically, we won't be there again. From all that's been spoken and written since, it would seem we've no idea where we were or what happened there, actually, finally, for sure. University of London professor Sarah Churchill notes, "To understand a culture, you must know its stories. Take a hard look at the particular tales we've told and tell about women, strong ones. It's uncomfortably obvious that we don't know much about such women. Our collective imagination and empathy are thin, hollow, kind of sad, and often MIA. Now, in the wake of Trump's election, one could conjecture that when it comes to the very idea of a female president, when it comes to the very sight of a woman defeating a man, our 228-year-old default setting remains intact. Our stories of powerful women trip and trigger. They resort to types one might find in fairy tales, or cartoons, or check-out tabloids, or dark, monstrous mythologies we've never shaken. According to Churchill's tally, just 14 women have ever mounted a serious bid for U.S. president, and only one secured that nomination. 2 became major party running mates, both of whom lost. We have had 3 female secretaries of state, 1 female Speaker of the House, but no woman has ever been elected to the executive branch of the American government. Further, as she put it, the idea of a woman in the White House has always prompted the same responses. It is a joke, a disaster, or a cheat. Keep those words in mind. We humans set aside proving grounds. They are literally the spaces we reserve for drop-dead serious experiments such as those our military conducts with its technology, weapons, and tactics to ensure they work for, when it's not just a test. Election season had always been set up to be a sort of proving ground for the president to be, a chance to put candidates to the test. In 2016 in the USA, something extraordinary happened. Our election cycle became a proving ground with a woman on it, and she was proving presidential after all. On this same proving ground was a man who was at the same time proving unpresidential by every traditional test, measure, and scorecard. Debates, speeches, backing, endorsements, records, performance, worldwide audience. 2016 saw, nonetheless, the no-holds-barred dominance of Donald Trump. No little girl's dream came true here. There were no feminist fist pumps comparable to the ones at the DNC when Clinton clinched the nomination. Nor for 3/4 of Americans did this election feel good or right or even real. Not for long. By their own report, most people found it strange, ugly, mean, a joke, a circus, a pointless charade, a rigged affair, and then not one, a pipe dream, an impending disaster. Why was it what it was? Why did it go that way? What does 2016 Clinton versus Trump have to do with gender and power? And who was that woman in the crosshairs of so many railing against her? Who was that woman who locked up 65.8 million votes but lost the presidency? And why did her supporters weep like one weeps at a funeral? And what will happen if we reopen the case of Hillary Clinton? Well, we aim to find out.